I'd like to congratulate the pharmaceutical industry, not for developing life-saving drugs, not for advancing medical science, not for extending life expectancy. Nope. I'd like to congratulate them for convincing millions of Americans that watching television qualifies as a medical pre-screening exam.
What if every story was more than entertainment? What if every tale opened a door? The Pat's Answers podcast. Facts, not feelings.
Seriously, watch enough TV and by the end of the evening, you'll be convinced you suffer from 3 chronic illnesses, 2 emerging disorders, a newly identified syndrome, and a potentially dangerous shortage of prescription medication. Every commercial follows the same formula. First, they introduce a frightening condition. Then they show beautiful people, hiking, kayaking, gardening, and smiling with suspicious enthusiasm. Then they suggest you might have this condition. Then they tell you to ask your doctor. And then they spend 30 seconds calmly describing side effects that sound like the opening chapter of a disaster novel. It's an astonishing business model. Today, we're talking about pharmaceutical advertising, or as I call it, medical marketing with better scenery. Here's something a lot of Americans don't realize. The United States is one of the few developed countries that broadly allows direct-to-consumer prescription drug advertising. Most developed countries either prohibit it or heavily restrict it. Most countries looked at prescription drug advertising and said, perhaps medical decisions should remain primarily between doctors and patients. America looked at the same idea and said, what if we put commercials for it between football games and reality TV? And just like that, pharmaceutical marketing became one of the most visible forms of advertising in the country. Because apparently, autoimmune disorders should be marketed using techniques originally developed to sell pickup trucks. Now, one of the greatest achievements of modern advertising has been transforming ordinary human experiences into potential revenue streams. Feeling tired? Ask your doctor. Feeling stressed? Ask your doctor. Feeling distracted? Ask your doctor. Feeling human? Definitely ask your doctor. Pharmaceutical commercials never outright diagnose you. That would be irresponsible. Instead, they gently suggest that your normal frustrations, discomforts, and occasional bad hair days might represent a previously underappreciated medical opportunity for their shareholders. Now we arrive at my favorite part, the litany of side effects. The commercial opens with sunshine, families, golden retrievers, people paddleboarding for reasons nobody has ever fully explained. And then the narrator starts talking. Side effects may include nausea, dizziness, rashes, headaches, vomiting, severe gastrointestinal distress, infections, organ complications, explosive diarrhea, projectile vomiting, and, in some cases, death. Then immediately, ask your doctor if Happy Soul is right for you. No. After hearing that list, I'd like to ask my doctor if unhappiness is really that bad. The contrast is remarkable. A smiling couple walks through a meadow while a calm voice describes symptoms usually associated with the medieval Black Plague. Every commercial contains the same phrase. Ask your doctor. It's one of the greatest marketing slogans ever invented because it's not technically prescribing anything. It's just encouraging conversation, a very specific conversation about a very specific product, backed by a very large advertising budget. Now, let's be fair. Patients should absolutely be informed. Patients should absolutely participate in healthcare decisions. The question is whether a television commercial is the ideal educational resource. Because advertising has a purpose, and that purpose has never been balanced analysis. Advertising exists to sell things. It isn't controversial. It's the entire job description.
What if every story was more than entertainment? What if every tale opened a door to deeper meaning? Step into Firelight Dialogues becomes a journey of awakening. Now the fire burns brighter. In all sins, all virtues, all seekers, wanderers and truth seekers, confront the darkness within and without. Mysteries of the human spirit to the search for what lies beyond the ordinary. The Fireside Dialogue series invites you to pull up a chair and listen.
The pharmaceutical industry has discovered something extraordinary. Every aspect of human existence contains market potential. Being tired, being anxious, being distracted, being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable about being uncomfortable. Everything can become a category, a condition, and a treatment opportunity. Now, that doesn't mean these conditions aren't real. Many are. Many deserve treatment. And many treatments are genuinely life-changing. Once again, the issue is incentives. Medicine asks, what treatment works best? Marketing asks, what product can we sell most effectively? Sometimes those goals overlap. Sometimes. Let's be clear. Modern medicine is one of humanity's greatest achievements. The issue isn't science. The issue isn't treatment. The issue is what happens when healthcare and marketing become roommates. One side is trying to improve health. The other side is trying to build market share. Those objectives are not identical, and pretending otherwise requires a level of optimism normally associated with lottery tickets and political campaign promises. Next time on Pat's Answers, we'll discuss the health insurance system, a marvelous institution where patients, doctors, hospitals, insurers, regulators, consultants, and especially billing specialists all participate in a process so complicated that nobody fully understands it, including most of the people running it. Until next time, this is Pat's Answers, and I'm Pat. Remember, if a commercial shows smiling people dancing in a field while a cheerful narrator explains that the medication may cause severe complications, hospitalization, and death, the company may not be selling healthcare. They may be selling hope with a marketing budget.